As the highly awaited rematch between challenger Dmitry Bivol and World Boxing Association superlight heavyweight champion Artur Beterbiev approaches, the boxing world is a hive of activity. Following their narrow majority decision battle in October, the two combatants will rematch on February 22 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. In the first bout, which took place in Saudi Arabia, Beterbiev prevailed by a slim margin. Two judges gave him scores of 115 to 113 and 116 to 112, while a third judge gave him an even score of 114 to 114. This rematch is an opportunity to establish the undisputed light heavyweight champion, not just another title defense. Beterbiev and Bivol are now regarded as two of the boxing world's most powerful fighters. Beterbiev, who is renowned for his tremendous strength and perfect record, is committed to establishing himself as the 175-pound division's unchallenged ruler. However, Bivol, who is regarded by many as one of the most technically proficient fighters of his generation, is determined to win back the title he lost and establish his superiority as a light heavyweight fighter. Both men have stated in the lead-up to this battle that they intend to modify their strategies in light of their initial encounter. Although Beterbiev's success was mostly attributed to his enormous punching strength and aggressive attitude, Bivol undoubtedly proved to be a more difficult opponent than many had anticipated. Bivol demonstrated his tenacity and capacity to endure the potent combinations that Beterbiev used during the bout, even though he lost. Both boxers are going into the rematch with newfound resolve now that they have a better grasp of each other's advantages and disadvantages. Bivol has been open about how he plans to handle the rematch. Although Beterbiev's punches were powerful, he acknowledged that their cumulative effect was what made them so challenging to counter. Bivol agreed that Beterbiev's approach was to wear down his opponents with a consistent cadence of powerful blows rather than using a single, devastating blow like Canelo Alvarez did. Bivol is renowned for his superb footwork and ability to counterpunch as he moves around the ring. For the majority of their first battle, Bivol used his movement to sidestep Beterbiev's power blows, but occasionally he was unable to escape the pressure that was always on him since he was pinned against the ropes. When Bivol thought back on his first battle with Beterbiev, he stated he was thrilled about the challenge rather than scared. Although he acknowledged that Beterbiev's reputation as a strong and dangerous fighter was evident in the ring, he refused to let it stop him. Beterbiev and Canelo Alvarez were also compared by Bivol, especially in terms of their striking power. He acknowledges that Canelo's blows might have more raw power, but he thinks Beterbiev's strength is in his ability to maintain his punching force across several rounds. Beterbiev's unrelenting style is demonstrated by the fact that he throws combos with each punch being forceful. Bivol believes he can outbox Beterbiev and win the title, nevertheless, if he can avoid becoming embroiled in an attrition fight with him. Mark Ramsey, Bivol's trainer, has said he is confident in their rematch preparations. According to him, their team has thoroughly examined the first battle and thinks they have acquired enough data to make the required corrections. According to Ramsey, Bivol has a greater understanding of Beterbiev today, and although the Russian fighter has undoubtedly become used to Bivol's style, they also have more information at their disposal going into the rematch. The goal of the training camp has been to make little but significant adjustments to their approach so that Bivol will be ready to face the assault that Beterbiev is probably going to deliver. Bivol's capacity to withstand Beterbiev's constant pressure is one of the main topics of conversation in the run-up to the rematch. Bivol's footwork and ability to land clean blows while dodging much of Beterbiev's attack were impressive during their first fight. But as the battle progressed, Beterbiev gained the upper hand, making Bivol spend a large portion of the second half of the match fighting from the rear. Bivol appeared to struggle with Beterbiev's power at times, and his decreased output in the later rounds indicated that he was losing strength. It remains to be seen if Bivol can stop Beterbiev from assuming control in the same way in the rematch. Although Beterbiev acknowledged that the close scorecards were annoying, he felt that the fight proceeded exactly as he had anticipated. Although he was confident in his performance and believed he had done enough to win, he is aware that he can still do more in other areas. Mark Ramsey, Beterbiev's trainer, has discussed the necessity for Beterbiev to make minor adjustments to his plan, but the Russian fighter has stated that he does not foresee any significant shifts in tactics. Beterbiev will concentrate on retaining the aggression and strength that have been so effective for him over the course of his career. He will need to keep Bivol from getting into his rhythm and push him into an attrition-based battle where Beterbiev's greater strength will be evident. Beterbiev has stayed focused on the task at hand, whereas Bivol has been outspoken about his desire for vengeance and his resolve to demonstrate that he is the superior fighter. He is certain that he can maintain his title and establish himself as the division's uncontested champion, even if he is aware that Bivol is a gifted and formidable opponent. Beterbiev is more focused on maintaining his domination and demonstrating his superiority as the top fighter in the 175-pound weight class than he is on winning the titles. He would become one of the most feared fighters of his generation if he won this rematch. In addition to deciding who is the best in the light heavyweight class, the rematch between Beterbiev and Bivol will also decide whether Bivol can get retribution and earn a future trilogy bout with Beterbiev. A loss would probably put an end to any hopes of that trilogy, at least for the near future, but a victory for Bivol would pave the way for a third bout. Since this is a fight for legacy rather than just titles, the stakes for both competitors could not be higher. There are also some intriguing bouts on the event's undercard. In a fight that might have a big impact on the heavyweight division, Daniel Dubois will defend his World Boxing Council heavyweight title against Joseph Parker. Carlos Adams will defend his World Boxing Council middleweight title against Hamza Shiraz, while Shakur Stevenson will square off against Floyd Schofield in a much-anticipated lightweight title bout. The entire boxing world will be waiting to see who wins, and it looks like it will be one of the most important evenings in boxing history. The rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol on February 22nd will ultimately be a turning point in both fighters' careers. It's Beterbiev's chance to demonstrate that his initial triumph wasn't an exception and that he is, in fact, the undisputed light heavyweight champion. Bivol sees it as an opportunity to regain his title and establish himself as the division's legitimate ruler. Given everything at stake, this bout is certain to be an exciting match that will rank among the most memorable in modern boxing history. Fans from all over the world will be watching every punch, round, and second of this titanic bout as both boxers give it their best in the ring.